Um, as I was out for a very cold walk with Mocha and Misty, icy. Here's what I don't like about snow. Is isn't the actual snow itself. It's that after they plow it, um, there is levels of or layers of ice for the next weeks on hand. Let me catch up with you guys. Again, I apologize. Stuart says, love you all so very much. Thank you, Stuart. It's a nice way to start the conversation. Stuart says, Soma says, hi. Hey, Soma. Just did a workout with Jace. Wish you were there. How'd the workout go? We get some love from Toy Pups. Thank you, Toy Pups. And Miss Flipper says, hey, Stuart and Soma, I'm very glad, very happy you worked out again with Jace. So let's see. Toy Pup says, hi to Stuart and hey, Pookie Bear Selma. And Toy Pup says, hey, Miss Flipper, how are you, beautiful? And Toy Pup says, how is everyone today? I'm going to catch up. I'm going to catch up with you guys. Toy Pup says, Stuart, thank you so much for last night. It was super duper special. You're the best. What happened last night? What did I miss? Toy Pup says, everyone did so much. All right, here goes, guys. Hello, Mumsy, Wumsy, Woo, 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 two, two, Zoo, Zoo, Lulu. I'm losing track. That's a lot of O's. Moo Moo? Did you just moo? Cuckoo? Coo? I don't got it, guys. That one was too much for me. Time to say, so yeah, you love the sunflower? Thanks. That one was taken by Mocha. My cat's looking at me funny, guys. What up? So I'm thinking about doing a poll. Should I keep growing the beard outwards, or should I turn it into a goatee? And no, I wasn't doing the Home Alone impersonation. Tip-Up says, yeah, absolutely very special to us, to Stuart. Stuart says he was live about 20 minutes ago. Tip-Up says, no, we're sorry we missed it. I'm sorry I missed it too. I was out, again, I was out with Mocha. We were taking a walk with Misty. When the yoga ends, his live is a great time for you to start yours so we can bring a crowd over for you live after. It's a nice thought. If we get a crowd. Chris Pipper says, for me, it's a dream come true that Stuart decided to continue working out with Jace. Nice, Miss Flipper. Stuart says he's not stopping. Time to say there's snow in here and it's settling. Man, it's been a tough winter for you guys. Hasn't even been winter for that long. Seems like it's been a tough winter for those in Great Britain. Tuck says try posting an upcoming scheduled live stream, Stuart, for like a few days ahead, then post it and keep mentioning it. I'm sure it'll be active live. Nice, good invention. Puff snow has frozen snow. That sounds positively miserable. It's beautiful and sunny, but very, very cold. It's cold here. It's about 20 degrees right now. Tom just says, hate the ice. Yeah, ice is not fun. Wow, you okay? You hurt your knee? I'm sorry to hear that. Hey, Danny. Danny says, Sandra, Puppy Mommy, Miss Flipper, Burpee Fishman, Selma. Danny, hi, love you so much. Danny is easy to love. One of my favorite moderators. Flip Up says it was epic. But you hurt yourself. That's not good. So, who's meditating? And who would like to do a guided meditation with self inquiry? We can do it now or soon, sometime in the live stream, or we could do it this evening. Pip says Yogi's a very scheduled person. It's odd because I never used to be. The only thing I ever really, of course, when I was working a job, I had to keep a schedule. The only thing I really tried to schedule my meditation and my writing. Decades and decades ago, a book by Stephen Pressfield called The War of Art. Of course, it's a play of The Art of War. And he talked about how it's important to write. If you're a writer, write every day. If you're an artist, do your art every day and do it on a schedule. This is the time you set that intent. A writer shows up. The great playwright Somerset Maugham was asked by a group of creative writing students, is it better to write on appointment or on inspiration or by inspiration? And his reply was, it is always better to write by inspiration, but fortunately, inspiration shows up at my desk every morning at 9 a.m. Who forgot? Super sticker, super chat, membership. Now let's be epic. Looking to see how you guys voted. 8 people voted, and it's 50-50. If it helps, I'm going to let you guys know. It looked very, very distinguished with a goatee. Burpee Fisherman says, Yogi, what do I do with this poll? What do you mean, what do you do with it? Tanya says, or the beard is fine. Can you trim it? I don't know if I can. I only have like big clippers, and I think if I tried to clip it, it would take the whole thing off. So I've been hesitant to do anything with it. Toy Pops is back. Toy Pops says, keep it as it is. The beard is fun and mysterious. Hey, Kathy. I don't know what you mean, Stuart. 56. 60 says, keep as it is, or goatee it up. I look really good in a goatee, though. Well, that's the thing. I don't have numbers on it. I lost all those like clipper things. So it's either trim it all the way down or let it keep growing for the duration until it stops growing. Who knows what that will be? Well, yep, Stuart does have multiple accounts, but you gotta vote where your heart is. So who meditated today? Who's going to meditate today? And does anyone want to do a guided meditation today? Let's see. Matlin says I need 38 more. Bring your channel up real quick. All right, Matlin, you need 37 more. I think you only need 36 more. So our friend Toy Pups has a friend that she met yesterday. I saw on her live stream. She has a friend. What was his name? Eric Mack, something like that. He might be able to subscribe. He might be able to subscribe to you. Hey CBM, how are you? Matlin says, then Matlin X. Then I can go live too. We're working on it. Anyone here want to invest in a clipper with guards? All right. Maybe when I get paid from YouTube later in the month, I will buy. Man, that's still. It could be like 20 days away. Who knows what's going to happen with my beard in 28 days? In 20 days, it could be huge. Hey, Jace, what's up? Tony says, "Let me go." Another name and vote Goaty. It's still, let's see, keep the beard as is. It's still going. So I think you only need 36 more, Matlin. Here to help you if I can. Let's see. CBM says, hey everyone, I've got to go quiet. I'm sorry, I just saw Bobby, who I fostered in hopes I made him well. He's such a young budgie. Right now I'm blaming myself. What did I miss? CBM, doesn't mean you missed anything. You did everything you could. I've only known you a short time, but I can tell already the immense love that you have for these birds. And here's what I know about people who love animals. They might have a particular one that has their heart, but they love all animals because they're a very, very loving person. And as a loving person, I don't think you missed anything, my friend. I don't think you missed anything at all. I think that you did what you could for Bobby, and it was just Bobby's time to go, sadly. And I'm sorry to hear that. Let's see. Kathy says she did her meditation last night and not quite 10 minutes today. Nice. Anyone have any questions about the meditation? Miss Pippa says I did twice, but I'm up for a guided meditation too. Nice. I thought about doing self-inquiry leading into meditation and then showing you guys how to set an intent. In Sanskrit, it's called a sankalpa. You are at 21 subscribers now, Matlin. Jay says, Mumsy. Matlin says, thank you, Eric. I really appreciate it. Also, I'm glad to help you. And if anyone else would like as well, hey, Kat. Hey, Leo. Leo says, much love, Yogi at work, but showing support. Have a great day, sir. Thank you, Leo. Hey, congratulations. Yesterday, Leo, 365 days, 1 year straight of working out without a break. And he worked out all through all kinds of stuff. We're going to bring Stuart up, but only for a few minutes.
Hello.
What's up, Stuart?
Right, I have just basically given Matlin 7 of mine, or
Nice.
8 of mine. So he should be sitting at 22. And I have just pounded your like button.
Much appreciated.
I didn't comment with them, but I was being very fair with your poll. I I like 1 for 1, the 1 for 1, 1 for 1, 1 for 1. So now it's sitting 59.41.
Yep. But do you have a preference? Fluff
To be
Meister
honest,
keep it, says Jace.
do you want me? Do you want me to tell you something? Hand on heart, being honest, you actually suit it the way it is. Keep it the way it is.
Well, it's just going to keep growing because I don't have that beard trimmer.
Well, we can sort that out. Hopefully, there's enough people in chat that we can try and rally to help you get a proper set of clippers.
I thought if I lasted until April, I'd ask. Mocha's always like, I never know what to get you for your birthday. But I normally
mine's
shave it
is
down.
also,
I normally bring it down in the spring.
mine's is already stuck really quick. So I'm honestly I may say something. Thank you, Jace, for another awesome workout today. So
Just says, hey, Goody. Cat Jack says, I found a
hello,
channel named Jack and Cat. And the last name is also a color. I thought it was pretty neat. That is pretty neat.
go to all chat. And then that'll come up at the bottom. Now you've got a preference to make. Wendy's going to vote.
Tell her to vote from the heart.
She can hear you.
Vote from the heart, Wendy.
I can hear you, Yogi.
Deb says, so Solo Yogi, much love to everyone. Danny says, waving at CBM. CBM, once again, I'm sorry, my friend.
That's a very good question, Tandra. That's a very good question.
Hey, Sophia. Danny's saying hi to everyone. Toy Pop says Sophia resubbed. Awesome. Sophia's it's a wonderful channel. I read her on live. I read her description not long ago. Leo says, much love to all. Peace out, Yogi family. Thank you, Leo. And again, Leo, 365 days working out every single day, not missing a day. And I've watched him for a year. And he had some legit reasons to quit if he wanted. But he didn't. Not even once.
Hello, my darling Wendy. Tandra's asked you a question. And I've got it here in front of me.
What does Mocha prefer?
Yes.
That's a good question.
That's a very good question.
I asked her. So far, she seems to be digging the beard. Does she see me with a bigger one? If you're an ultra runner, you need a big beard. You can't be an ultra runner without a big beard.
Question.
Don't know why.
Can you grow a what do you call him? What do you call his face? A Tom Hanks film.
Forrest Gump.
Yeah, Forrest Gump beard.
Yeah, I had one at one time. Back in my Grateful Dead days.
Grow that back.
I had a Jerry Garcia beard. Sniper says, Eric, what make is your trimmer? I'll have to look at that, Sniper. It's in the next room. Hey, I know what you might be thinking. I could look for the clipper things, which probably wouldn't be that expensive, right?
Well, quickly go and have a look at, see what you can muster up with that make of your thing.
Man, I'd have to stand up and go all the way in the next room. I don't think people realize how actual lazy I am. They see me work out. They see me go a live stream every day. They know that I go outside and I walk 3 to 4 times a day. I go running. And I write every day and I meditate and I do yoga. But ultimately, inherently, I'm a very lazy person.
You're far from lazy.
I'm pretty lazy.
You're not lazy. Can I have a question for chat here? Is Yogi a lazy person? Yes or no? There's 1 vote. Thank you, Toy
think-
Pups. I'm keeping.
think-
I can do this while you can go and get your trimmer. I can.
But that
I
would-
can keep it in chat while you
But
get
that
your
would,
trimmer.
if I got up to get my trimmer, that would prove that I'm not lazy. Hey, Cuban Crisis, how are you, my friend? Peace, Yogi, and chat. I pray everyone is great. So far, my friend. How are you?
Hey,
Hey,
Squirrel.
Princess Abby. Nice to see you.
Abby.
Mocha's the only decision that matters. Listen to Mocha. Let's see what else. Yes, it's all attachments, but all right. Hold on. Give me a second. Hey, Evan.
Hi, Evan.
There are clippers that have an adjustment length on them. That would be cool. Deb says
Trendy.
$69 on Temu, free shipping, clipper set. You know, I don't think I've ever ordered from Temu. Evan says he is. So if say yes. There you go. Evan knows what he's talking about. How are you, Evan? Hey,
Hi,
Pokemon,
Salma.
how are you? So, man, no one wants to see the goatee. And I'm trying to convince everyone how completely awesome I look with a goatee. Hey, Trending. Cuban says not lazy. Trending says like and shared, Sir Yogi. Thank you so much, my friend. Yes, clipper trimmer is the way. So I could do.
Right, go and
I
get
could
a
do,
hold of this thing so you can have a look at it, please.
Sure.
I could do
People
Temu,
in
though.
your chat.
Semper says Yogi uses his time perfectly. Efficient, maybe. Evan says, what do you think about Trump saying Canada should be the 51st state? Man, that would tilt us towards the political. I think everyone here could probably guess my thought. I think everyone here could probably guess Canada's thought. I think everyone here could probably guess Greenland's thought and Mexico's thought as far as being
What
called
about Scotland's thought?
What is who?
What about Scotland's thought on this? No. Canada's Canada.
Yeah, but he's your guy.
To a certain extent. There's some things I don't agree with.
Man, you got to take the whole package here in America. You're either with him or against him. Unfortunately, no compromise in the United States any longer. That's as much
We
as I
need
want to say.
Can we bring back Teddy Roosevelt?
No, although he was a boxer and he practiced jujitsu, and he used to swim in the Potomac River every winter morning. Tandra says she's not a fan of a beard. She shaves every day. Selma says, I love you, Mom. And Trending says, you're welcome. Jason's laughing with Tandra. Okay. Cupid says, exactly. Laughing exactly, Yogi. Yeah, you guys know I don't like getting political. The reason is it's hard to talk about without, sooner or later, it devolves into sides. One side
It
against
becomes
another.
a mess. It becomes a mess.
And you don't achieve any accord. But if we sat here and we talked about certain issues without being political, like you and I did about healthcare, we realize some things aren't political. Healthcare should never be political. Care, it has the word care in it. Anything that is about care should never be political. Everyone should receive ultimate care. No one should be left
this.
without.
Now you can see where I'm coming from. I mean, I understand that certain things, but as soon as people going about healthcare, like what we've got across here, it should be free.
I agree. However, the person that you support would never allow that. They are 100. As a matter of fact, I will be losing my health care in a matter of months because of how people voted.
It's mortally wrong.
It is, but people don't think about that. People think of what's in it for my party that I identify with, because my parents identified with it, because my grandparents identified with it.
I'll say this across here, Yogi, right? People are saying, are you right wing or left wing? Shoot the fucking bird.
Hey, Life.
That's the way I look.
Toy Pup says Canada should not be a state. We are a very unique country. You are a very beautiful country. I love Canada. If you were
Canada and
5 degrees warmer,
exactly the same.
thank you, Life.
Just being honest. Canada
said-
and Scotland are exactly the same.
Mexico and Canada are partners with the states. Trump saying that is evil. So let's steer our way out of politics. Selma says, shout out to my girl Chandra. Thank you, Selma. Canada stands for peace and only peace. I absolutely love Canada. My every visit. Danny is sending some coffee to Toy Pups. Thank you, Danny. Stephen Priceman says, I really like Canada.
I mean, who doesn't like Canada?
Shout out to Danny. Dib says he wouldn't want to be a partner with the land of the free. Ignore the last 4 years of bank show. My parents from Canada. We were friends anyway. I think it would be good. Shout out to Life, says Selma. Shout out to Debs, says Selma. 15 coffees for everyone. Thank you, Danny. Hey, Brian. What's up, Brian? Hello, all friends. Hope you all is well. So, Miss Flipper says that she wouldn't mind doing a guided meditation. It's self-inquiry. We talked with Toy Pups about self-inquiry. Evan says, are you missing summer yet? I try to embrace the season that I'm within, with an emphasis on the word try, because winter is tough. Winter is hard. I do not suffer seasonal depression. I know people here do. I have had low-lying depression for the vast majority of my life. It does tend to heighten in winter, mainly because it keeps me a little more cooped up. I don't get the emotion in that helps keep me that level. Let's see. Cuban says, shout out to cats. I love cats. He's talking about you. She said, thanks, Cuban. So we will do, we can do some breath work and we can do that guided meditation. Hey, Toy Pups, do you remember you and I talking about self-inquiry?
Oh, I got news. I've upped my game.
Or burpees?
We've went to green stuff.
Oh, nice. What is it?
Don't know if you get this kind across there, but it's called Little Gem Lettuce.
I haven't heard of it.
Little Gem Lettuce. And then on top of that, we've got a little red thing that is called one of these. I've got no idea what it is, but it looks delicious.
It's not a tomato?
Well, I think so. It's a tomato.
You've never seen a tomato before?
I have.
Love Little Gem Lettuce.
I'm having 2 venison burgers with some double Gloucester cheese, lettuce, and tomato.
Right. Let's see. Deb says, Yogi, I'm out of line, but I miss your lives with just you talking to chat. It's a different energy than having guests. More personal, just saying. Sorry, no offense to anyone. I understand. I mentioned this to you. I've had lots of people reach out to me. So I'm trying to find that balance of bringing people in for shorter amounts of time. Someone says shout out to Evan. We tomato. Tomato. Tomato.
Tomato, tomato, same thing. It's the same
Hey,
thing.
Christine.
Don't start a political thing on tomatoes now.
So what I will do, Stuart, when you're ready to step off, we'll do a guided
Yep.
self-inquiry. And I hope everyone joins along. Toy Pup says that we had talked about this before and said it would be perfect.
Christine. Right, anyway. Bye, folks.
Bye.
Ciao.
Brian says, so Christine, how are you? So here's the thing with self-inquiry. It is a natural form of meditation. It is one of the 4 paths of yoga. Yoga is, we always think of yoga as postures, stretching, asanas. That is an aspect of yoga. The 4 branches of yoga, we have Bhakti yoga. I love considering myself a Bhakti yogi. Bhakti yoga means devotion, and you are devoted to love itself. I'm sorry, Debs. Deb says she's sick in bed, so I'm up for it. I love that thought of devotion, of living a life from the heart, of just ultimately loving and loving and loving. And what do we love? We love life. We love God, whatever your conviction of God might be. We love the ups. We love the downs. We love the sorrow, the grief. We love ourselves through everything because we know grief is part of life. It's not the end of life. It is not the end of life. Our friend TBM is in mourning for losing her budgie, but it's not the end of life. It is the end of our interaction with a specific life form, but life itself, the life of that bird continues, lives on in her heart, and like every wave that emerges from the ocean, eventually goes back into the ocean, only to emerge again. Different waveform, but still the ocean, still consciousness, still pure love. 2 is karma yoga. Karma meaning action and the consequences of those actions. And karma yoga simply means a life of service where we turn everything over to life itself, or we turn everything over to God. We are entitled to our actions, but not the fruit of our actions. So I'm going to catch up with the chat in just a minute. Then we have Raja Yoga. Raja Yoga is the royal path of yoga. It has the 8 branches of yoga. Our friend Selma is coming up, but we're going to keep it brief. Hey, Selma.
Hello. Hi.
Hello. Hey,
How
Selma.
are you?
I'm good.
Yeah.
We're going to do a meditation in a minute. So I'm going to ask if you could say hi to everyone and then come back up and help me close things down afterwards.
Okay.
How's that sound?
Good.
Do you have a message you want to give everyone?
Yeah. Shout out to everyone on the chat, and we love you guys so much, and kisses for you.
Well, thank you, Selma. My yogi co-host. All right, so I'll let you know when we're done and you can come back up.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Love you.
Love you too. So, the Raja Yoga is the 8 limbs of yoga, and that has the asanas and the breath work and the ethical foundation. The last one, the one that we're going to do right now, is called Jnana Yoga, the yoga of self-inquiry, the yoga of knowledge. Asking all important questions. But these questions don't have an answer. We're not searching for an answer. It's the question itself. Anthony Robbins, are you guys familiar with Anthony Robbins? Has a great quote. The quality of your life depends upon the quality of your questions. And note that he said the quality of your questions and not the quality of the answers. The answers, these open-ended questions, the answers don't matter. What matters is asking and allowing the mystery of life itself to reveal those answers through everyday living. Deb's just having a hard time loving myself because body weak. I can understand that. And that is the time to love yourself even more. Can you love the weakness for what it's showing you? Can you see past the weakness and love the strength that is keeping you afloat even during this weakness? Can you love both aspects of it, of the weakness and the strength? If you were to like lovingly ask the weakness, why are you here? What are you showing me? It's another form of self-inquiry. We ask anything that shows up in our life, genuinely curious. Why are you here and what would you like me to learn? How can I benefit from your presence? Because if it's here, it truly, truly can benefit in some way. That doesn't mean that we want it. That doesn't mean that we would not like to have it leave our life. But it means that in the present moment, what is simply is until it's otherwise, and it will be otherwise. But while it's here, what can it present to us? And Debs, if you were to ask yourself deeply, without an open-ended question, without need of an answer, how can I love myself through this? And see what comes up. So Jnana Yoga is the yoga of wisdom, of knowledge, of self-inquiry. And you ask yourself key questions. So here's what we're going to do. If anyone who would like to participate in this, could you just sit relaxed, not super straight, but not slouched over. Very comfortable, very relaxed, eyes closed. Concentrate on breathing through the nose, but we're not doing breath work. Just allowing the breath to come, we're allowing the breath to go. If our friend Selma was here, she would be helping me allow the breath to come, allow the breath to go. And just relax and relax. Allow that nice, natural, quiet state of mind that is always present. Even underneath every single thought that you have, there is quiet. There is silence. There is the solitude of only one thing, and you are that. In that silence, can you introduce a question? Who am I? Don't look for an answer. Don't expect an answer. Just ask, who am I? Who am I? Anything that comes to you, don't accept it as the final answer. Who am I? You are not solely a body, so who am I? You are not solely your thoughts, so who am I? Who am I? Now we're going to ask ourselves, what do I want? What do I truly, truly want? Allow it to sit. Allow the answer to be in the silence that follows every question. We don't need an answer. We just ask through the mystery of life, what do I want? As we sit there in that silence, let's ask ourselves, what is my purpose? What is my purpose here? What is my purpose now? Allow the silence be the answer. We don't need to know. We want it revealed in life itself. What is my purpose? And now, final question. What am I grateful for? Sit in the silence that follows that question. What am I grateful for? And ask that. What am I grateful for? And then allow life to reveal that which you have to be grateful for. No answer, just the question. What am I grateful for? Breathe nice and easy, gently. Sit in the silence that follows those questions. Now, if we were to follow this with meditation, we would enter our mantra at this time. We would think the mantra Ram and let it go. Ram. Allow that mantra to carry you into silence. And when we have meditated for 5 to 10 minutes, we would set an intention. In Sanskrit, it's called a sankalpa. What is it you wish to manifest in your life? And in the silence that follows meditation, you are planting a seed of intent that blossoms from your heart. And then we end it with a namaste. Thank you, my friends. That is self-inquiry. 4 questions. We can call those the 4 soul questions. Let me type them in the chat. Four soul questions. I love that thought, soul questions. These are questions you're not asking your mind, you're not asking your brain, you are asking your heart. You never ask your brain, what am I grateful for? Because your brain will say, well, I am grateful for the things, for the stuff, for the objects. But objects come and go. When you truly, truly dive into what am I grateful for, life shows you. You realize what a gift it is to take a breath. Imagine this, breath. Inspire. In spirit. It's the same thing. Every breath is an inspired gift. Hey, Joshua. Sniper says, insights will come, sometimes not as a thought. Exactly. Comes as an impression. Life says, my purpose of life, to prepare my life for next life. Do you think so, life? Because I would hate for you to miss what you have right now. Pip Up says, I'm grateful for Yogi. Thank you so much. Thank you. This is the amazing, energetic Joshua. Hello, everyone here. Hello, Joshua. My purpose is to love, unconditional love. Beautifully said. So that is self-inquiry. And you can begin your meditation with that. And then you meditate, and then you enter. Thank you, Miss Flipper. I said, Eric, sir, you are amazing. Jay says, namaste. Namaste to you, my friend. I see so many of friends here who are living their purpose, and it's beautiful to see. Living their dharma. And that just occurred to me when I saw Jace say namaste, because Jace truly is living his purpose. Sometimes just the insight physically turns you in the right direction. Absolutely. So I'm happy to do that anytime anyone asks on any live stream. We will stop everything and do that, or we could stop everything and do some breath work, or we could stop everything and Do whatever.
Namaste. Namaste.
Namaste to you, my friend.
Namaste. Hola, hola. Yogi, I started my journal, so I thought these were great questions that we can write down for ourselves. It gives you something to go back to every day because you just have to write it down.
Yep.
And it becomes your own little magic that you can give to yourself every day.
As well, you can do self-inquiry in form of journaling. So you can ask yourself, who am I? And then just sit. And when prompted, write what comes up.
Many different I call them self-help tools, but I guess techniques, right? Different techniques that we can use that maybe one might not work for the other. I just wanted to say thank you so much because this connects with us. Like being able to write something down and then have something to think about. And like you said, that's what I would do. I would just get the pen and just start. I don't know what I'm writing, but I would just write
Right.
stuff and then read it back after.
Nice.
I love this.
And that's the thing. When you're writing it, you don't need to know.
Yeah.
You just let it come. Life says these 4 questions need time. I will prepare answer. Take screenshots. Hey, Life, you and I are connected, so you can always reach out to me. And here's what I love particularly when you ask, and again, you can do that in form. Oh, I love that. That looks awesome. When you let those answers or let the questions themselves guide you.
Yeah.
When we say, what is my purpose here? Let the answers guide you.
I don't think
Because-
you really need to come up with an answer.
Nope, that's the whole nature of self-inquiry, is it's almost answerless, but you're guided.
Yeah, your brain is telling you something because that's the instinct of us when we ask the question, right? Like the moment you ask a question, your brain starts working and you start thinking up of an answer. I
Exactly.
mean, I did it in the chat as well, but that's not what it's meant for this. I think this is something that we just sit and ponder on. Like you ask the question, what am I? And you just ponder on it.
Yep. And you don't even really need to deeply ponder. Allow silence to sometimes be the answer, because you will be guided by your intuition. And intuition is never a loud voice. It's that tug of the heart that leads you in a specific direction. But if
And I
we're
believe-
always
Sorry, go ahead,
That's
Yogi.
okay. If you are always putting in your own answer, you miss that tug. You miss the heart tug, and you allow the brain to guide you because you think that's what you want.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the ego. What you want to do is follow the way of the heart. The way of the heart is always love, and love is quiet. If you guys remember St. Paul's letter to the Corinthians, his description of love, I could read it if anyone wants to hear it.
I just want to answer Deb's question. She says, are humans capable of unconditional love? And I think, yes, we are. Because it's all within each one of us, right? We're not looking at the other guy. Is that guy capable of unconditional love? We're just looking at ourselves. Am I capable of unconditional love? Like, do I want someone to love me unconditional for all my flaws and all my and you would want that, right? And would you say to someone, I don't love you because this is what's wrong with you? No, you wouldn't. So you are capable of it. You are very capable of unconditional love. And change only happens one at a time, right? If we try to change ourselves, the world will be a better place. We can't expect to try to change the other guy. We just have to try to change ourselves.
As she said. My thoughts that who we truly are, and when you ask, Debs, that's a great
Yeah, that's a good
question for self-inquiry that you could ask. And here's what you find. When you go deeper and deeper into self-inquiry, silence becomes unconditional and all-consuming. But when you realize that, wait a minute, if silence is unconditional, and if my questions lead me to silence, then there must be unconditional love. Unconditional love is holding everything. Who you are is unconditional love.
Mm-hmm.
However, we identify with the ego, but the ego is fictitious. It's not real. It's a thought system, a guidance system that we have come to relate to as our identity. But neuroscience, Buddhism, yoga, all mystical traditions have shown us. And anytime you meditate, you put the ego aside and you go into pure silence. You go into the gap. So we know that who we are is not our thoughts, not our ego, not even purely our body. Who we are is unconditional love, and that can be experienced. But as long as we relate to the ego is always going to make conditions. It'll say, I will love you as long as you do this. I will love you because, I will love you for. But the heart center, who we truly are, never makes conditions, never makes demands. Let me read Quick Pups, if you don't mind.
Mm-hmm. Debs, I
Um,
just want to say you're not alone. Debs, you're not alone. I know exactly that feeling that you're feeling because guess what? I feel it too. I feel it too. And you know what's the best thing, Debs, is if you get a book like this and you start writing things about yourself down because you are going to recognize it even faster and you're going to be able to help yourself even faster, Debs. But you're not alone, honey.
Well, thank you for that, Toy Pups. I always appreciate when we're able to reach out like that and offer some comfort.
Yeah, I know exactly how Debs is feeling right now. She says, I hate depression and I can recognize it now. It's not me. That's right. It is not you. That is the illness. That is what depression is. All those things that you're seeing and you say, but that's not me. Well, that's symptoms of depression, right? That's how we express it. That's how people get to see. But that's not who you are, honey. And
Exactly.
that's not who you're gonna stay. You're gonna change. You're gonna be able to help yourself with all of this.
Let's see, ego and autopilot has ruined me almost. I can understand that. Hey, Nature Dog Realm. So, to me, this is one of the most beautiful descriptions of love. Here we go. St. Paul's letter to the Corinthians. Love is patient, love is kind. It's not jealous, it is not pompous, it is not inflated, it is not rude, it does not seek its own interest. It is not quick tempered, it does not brood over injury. It does not rejoice over wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails.
That's beautiful.
I think it's one of the most beautiful things in the Bible. When I stepped away from my own uh, Christian faith way, way, way back, I just naturally retain that in my heart and bring it up quite often.
I like that. It's beautiful. We're not really religion based to one particular religion. Words just speak to us. So from the Bible, there's the Psalms 91, which I think is a very beautiful, when you're in time of need, it's a really good one to read. And there's something in there that will connect to you. And for Go on Life, we listen to Surah Baqarah a lot. I know you say you listen to Surah Al Dariyat, but try listening to Surah Baqarah and let it just play in the background for you. You're gonna love it. It'll cleanse anything around you. It'll just make you feel truly amazing. Surah Baqarah. It's a Muslim surah. It's kind of like the Psalms 91, but it's like 5 or 6 hours long. You just play it and it's very calming.
And it
That's-
sounds good when you say it. I like the way that flows when you say it.
Yeah, I love to read in Arabic. I don't understand what I'm reading. I just know it's really good and it feels good. But it's kind of like my meditation.
Right.
Maybe can I sing something for you guys? I can sing something. We don't call it singing, but can I say something really fast?
Yep.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Kul huwallahu ahad Allahu samad lam yulid wa lam yulad wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad. I mean, it's just a little makes
It's
me feel
beautiful.
good. I don't even know what I just said, but it sounds beautiful, and I just makes me feel nice every time I read it.
Well, we were talking about the mantra and not having a specific meaning and just going
Mhm.
by that vibration. It's the same when you do that. You know how it resonates in your heart, and that's what matters.
Yes, God will show you the right path. Go on life. Just be yourself and just be who you are. It has nothing to do with religion for me. It just has to do with how it makes you feel and what it does for your insides. It makes you feel good, then just go with it. Doesn't have to be. You don't. I don't like labels, right? So don't have to be labeled
Nature,
into.
nature dog realm says life is always changing. We need to learn to flow through life. And that is Buddhism 101. Thank you for that, Nature Dog Realm. Uh, Four Noble Truths of Buddha, the first two. Uh, it was mistranslated as in life is suffering, but the actual word in Pali was dukkha, and dukkha means transitory, inherently um, changing.
Go for Life says you surprised me. You recited beautifully. Thank you. Thank you so much. Inshallah, mashallah, mashallah. Takbir, Allahu Akbar. I know, I don't even know what I'm saying. It's okay. Yogi, I don't want to take up much of your time. I just came on to say thank you so much. I wanted to show you that I meant it when I say I'm going to do this for real. Like, this is going to be my meditation book. These are going to be stuff I wanted to ask. When I meditate, can I ask these questions to myself?
Yep, you can begin your meditation asking those questions, and then when you after you ask the last one, and it leads you into that silence, introduce the mantra.
Ram.
So yeah, and so you could do the first 3, 5 minutes, even longer, asking yourself those questions, and
Mhm.
then you go easily into the mantra. And there's another thing, and maybe tonight we'll add it in, a way of um, realizing who you truly are by letting who you think you are go. So if I were, you want to do something with me real
Oh,
quick?
that's good. Like, that
You-
sounds like that would be me. Okay.
So imagine that we've already done our form of self inquiry, that we have asked ourselves the four soul questions. Who am I? What do I want? What is my purpose? What am I grateful for? And then we got that little moment of silence that follows. And then we say to ourselves, and you don't have to say this aloud because I know you're very guarded with your privacy, as you should be. But we say to ourselves, I am Eric McCarty. And
Mm.
then we say, we let that sit for a moment. I am Eric. So I'm dropping one layer of identity. I am Eric. And then we say, I am. Simply, I am. We allow that silence to follow.
Oh my gosh, Yogi, it's like every day I dig a little deeper into myself. Do you want to know something?
Yeah. Let me add one more thing. We're gonna finish this up real quick. After we say just I am, we say aham. Aham is the natural mantra of the breath. Aham. Existence itself. Aham. And we repeat that as a mantra. Aham. It's a sigh. It's a release. It's showing us who we truly are. And in the silence that follows, you can enter your mantra of Ram and meditate for 5 minutes.
I am. And then you say your name.
Yep.
Yeah, we've never, unless I'm introducing myself to someone or saying like what I have so many nicknames. I've never really just said out my name. That was so
Right.
weird. As soon as you said that, I am, and you said your name, I was like, whoa, can I even do that? I am this person.
Yeah, and that's the thing to remember is you're letting that identity go. So you state it in order to transcend it. That's why the next one is I am and your first name. You've already dropped one level of identity. So now instead of just being I am Eric McCarty, I am is that which everything emerges from. Imagine this, everything that you say, I am thirsty, I am hungry, I am tired, I am
Mhm.
alive, I am existing. Everything stems from I am. When Moses was on Mount Sinai and asked the burning bush, who shall I say sent these commandments? And the answer was, I am that I am. Tat Tavam Masi in Sanskrit is I am that which I am. Every single be still, the psalm, be still and know that I am. Everything emerges from I am. And even the I am emerges from the absolute existence of unconditional love. I am. So you go, I am Eric McCarty. I am Eric. I am. And then we just start following that silence.
You let the silence speak to you. This
Yep.
almost reminds me of the Mother Teresa's. Um, it almost sounds very like with the Mother Teresa's poem that she read every day. Do you remember that the Mother Teresa's poem that she had up on the wall
Uh-huh.
and she
You want
read
me
it
to read it?
every day? Yeah, can you? And then I'll take off. I'll give you back your chat. Thank you so much. I'm gonna be doing these. This is my homework for today. Your homework has been really beneficial for us. I have to say, it's like such life changing things that you're offering to the world right here.
Now, remember the very last one is A-H.
Ah,
It's a natural mantra of the breath itself. H-U-M. H-U-M-M.
and yesterday we did ROM, so I really like the ROM. Yeah, that was beautiful. First we did artwork yesterday, then we did some ROMs. No, first we did, yeah, that was the ROMs. We did sit, and then we just laid down and did the. We still woke up with a lot of anxiety,
Right.
but I did some of the snoring, like the breathing with the like that sound really does.
It's soothing. Oh, we lost Toy Pups. Let's see if she pops back up. So I read this every couple of days. I read it to people. I read it to myself. I absolutely love it. This is called Do It Anyway, Mother Teresa's poem. She didn't actually write it, but she loved it. It was written by Kent Keith. She had it hanging up on her wall. If you are building something, accomplishing something, this is important to, or wish to accomplish something, important to consider. People are often unreasonable, illogical, and self centered. Forgive them anyway. If you are kind, people may accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you are successful, you will win some false friends and some true enemies. Succeed anyway. If you are honest and frank, people may cheat you. Be honest and frank anyway. What you spend years building, someone could destroy overnight. Build anyway. If you find serenity and happiness, they may be jealous. Be happy anyway. The good you do today, people will often forget tomorrow. Do good anyway. Give the world the best you have, and it may never be enough. Give the best you've got anyway. You see, in the final analysis, it is between you and God. It was never between you and them anyway. Beautiful. All right, let me attempt to catch up in the chat. We'll see what I can do. Life says, Eric, sir, I have some regrets in my life. That's understandable. It is understandable. Life. Here's the key, though. It's okay to have regrets, but don't live for those regrets. Don't live against those regrets. Don't make the regrets the central portion of your life. They are things that have happened. And as we learn to accept the things that have happened, the serenity prayer, we become centered in the present moment. Every regret that you have is a thought. And the thought is not the actuality of the thing itself. It's not the actuality of the experience. This is why one of my all-time favorite lines from A Course in Miracles that says, the only one true thing that one can say about the past is that it's not here. So in the absence of that thought that you regret, where would you be? Life, who would you be? If you did not have that thought, if it was simply absent from your vocabulary, if it was absent from your mind, who would you be?
Hello.
That's okay, Toy Pups. Hello, Selma.
Hello. I came here to help you.
I appreciate that. Let's see. Our friend says, a friend go on life. Once I have a friend from America, Sel Martin, who posts the truth, which she was no more. We often discuss life, often discuss like these kind of questions. He was close, but life didn't give her a chance. I'm sorry to hear that, Life.
Guess what I called my boyfriend yesterday?
What's that?
I called him a sweetheart.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a very nice description.
He loves it when I call him that.
What does he call you?
He called me babe.
Well, I'm sorry. What did he call you again?
He called me babe.
Oh, how do you like that?
Good. I like
Well, good.
it.
Our friend Simon says, I learned radical acceptance last month. When you're presented with a problem, distraction that you can control or fix, so accept it. Absolutely, because everything changes from that point of acceptance. I love, Simon, I love the word responsibility, and I mention it often. We are responsible for everything that occurs in our life. We are responsible for everything that we are witness to. Everything that occurs within our consciousness, we are responsible for it because it is occurring within our realm of awareness. Being responsible doesn't mean it's your fault. But when we accept that responsibility, now we've gained our ability to respond, response ability. And that's when we begin making those positive changes in our life. But nothing changes. Einstein said, nothing changes until something moves. We could say nothing changes. We could paraphrase that. Nothing changes until we are quiet enough to accept that which is happening and allow it to change, allow ourselves to introduce a change. What do you think, Selma?
That's true.
Well, thank you. Kat, our friend Kat says, go ahead.
I like the technique, the meditation. I do it all the time when I get upset or angry and crying. I just sit down and meditate myself, and since I have a boyfriend now, we get to do that meditation together.
Nice.
And when I start crying, my boyfriend comforts me, and I like that.
I bet you did. That's very nice. You have a very nice and kind boyfriend.
Yeah, he's better than James.
I bet.
Yeah, Harrison is way better than my ex-boyfriends that I had.
It was your ex-boyfriend's loss. You know that?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to answer, read a couple replies here. Kat says, I was showing the mistakes I made in the past happen when I was unconscious. It made it easier to forgive myself and others. And that's the key to forgiving others. If we realize that we've been unconscious for some of the mistakes that we've made, then we have to let other people off the hook as well. and I literally mean off the hook, that we have placed them on a hook of judgment. How dare you not be conscious enough to not hurt me? But the thing is, if they were conscious enough, they never would have hurt you to begin with. Deb says, go on life. I had a friend who passed because his body taken over by infection. His spirit would not stay, so he passed. So sad. I'm sorry, Debs.
Hi, Dogs Country.
Nature Dog Realm says, regrets can be a fleeting thought by our choice. Feel the feeling, move forward with gratitude, and see your journey got us to where we are today. Nicely said. Deb says, oops, Kat is sending you love, Selma.
Thank you, Kodak.
And Deb says, Kat, inner working is hard, but eye-opening and necessary. Absolutely. Hey, Kayla Bill.
Hi, Caleb Boo.
Jay says, Eric, what color socks do you have on? It's funny you say that because, one, I don't normally wear socks. I like wearing my barefoot shoes. And two, they are two different colors because my socks don't match. One is, both are running socks. One is white, one is blackish. It reminds me I really ought to do laundry. Toy Pup says, we're happy you're happy, Selma.
I'm happy because the thing is that my ex-boyfriend wasn't making me happy at all, and then when I sing to them, they don't appreciate it or anything. It's because they do not like that because I was crying in the past, like it was really bad that I was crying, but now I'm happy to be with Harrison and
Well, good.
my boyfriend.
And you deserve that happiness. Hey, Dogs Country.
It's my ex-boyfriend's loss.
It is, definitely. Toy Pups is going to go live in a few minutes. We're going to end things in just a minute. Simon says, mismatched socks dilemma. It is a dilemma. Miss Pippa says she has a single sock basket under my bed. The collection just keeps growing, doesn't he? Jay says, definitely not lazy, but laundry phobic. Yeah, Jace nailed it with that one.
I always wear my socks different colors of my feet.
So you do that on purpose?
Yes.
Well, how very, very creative of you. So, hey, I'm going to end the live stream. We've done an hour and 13 minutes. It was a fun live stream, guys. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to do that self-inquiry, as well as the little meditation that followed that we did with Toy Pups. And anytime, any live stream, just say, can we do some breath work? And we will do it. Can we do a meditation? And we will do it. Can we do some self-inquiry? And we will do it. Or even some tapping. If you want to do the tapping, just let me know. Selma, do you have any? Let me read a couple more statements real quick. Miss Pippa says, Angela, I have a mass wedding for them and pretend I'm Reverend Sung Hyung Moon. Nice. So, but didn't he marry more people at once? Like 2 or 3 people at once? Sepa says, on his first date with my now wife, I purposely wore 2 different trainers. It was a simple test. 24 years later. So she passed. Nature Dog Realm says, great live stream. Thank you. And hey, Nature Dog Realms, thank you for help making it so. All of you guys. Simon says, cheers for cheering me up, guys. Thank you, Simon. Life says, good live, good debate. Raise good questions. Appreciate it. Thank you, my friend. Selma, do you have anything you'd like to say to our friends?
I'm gonna sing a Hindi song.
Okay.
And this is for Love of Toy Pup. I know she likes Kuch Hota Hai, that song. and I go to sing it to her. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
तुम बस रहे यो मस्कुराए जो मैंने जाने क्या सपना लिखा है अब मिलाते जो मैंने सोचा है जो करवाए कुछ कुछ होता है जो मनवाए कुछ कुछ होता है तुम बस रहे यो मस्कुराए जो मैंने जाने क्या सामने लिखा है अमनाते जो मैंने सोचा है जो धनवाए कुछ कुछ होता है जो मकवाए कुछ कुछ होता है
That deserves a bell ring. What do you think of that ring, Selma?
It was good.
Thank you. Finally. I finally gave a good ring to our friend Selma.
Not
do you
a week
think?
ago.
I was gonna say, what do you say? What did you say about my bell ring in a couple weeks ago?
That was weak.
It was weak, but I've upped my game. I've been practicing.
Yeah.
Evan says, does existence only exist as we perceive it, or the time that we are alive? Like H. Does existence only exist as we perceive it? Exist. That's a great question. As we perceive it, but who is the perceiver? When you get past the perceiver, who is that which is perceiving the perceived? Then you have your answer. There's another great form of self-inquiry. In the absence of the perception, in the absence of that which is perceived, what is? Evan says the same way a tree only makes a sound if someone isn't hearing. Well, the vibrations, right? The vibrations exist, but without someone there to receive the vibration, no sound is registered. But that doesn't mean the vibratory experience is absent. It says, back to my college life. Enjoy, my friend, my college days. Hey, Rikushimiya. Rikushimo. Rikushimo. It's been a while since I've said that, so I needed to practice it. All right, we are going to end the live
It's a
stream for the.
Fukushima.
What's that?
It's a Fukushima.
Rukoshimo. How was that? Rukoshimo. You're gonna have to keep reminding me. You're gonna have to help me practice. Can you do that?
The last one was weak.
Rukoshimo. How was that?
Good.
Thank you. Life says this song reminds me of my college days. Kucha Kucha Hota Hey. So you reminded our friend Life of her college days. Miss Pipper says bye byes. Thank you again. Thank you. Sweating and smiling together. Hello, my friend. We are calling it an afternoon. Doug's Country says spam hearts for Selma. Selma is getting the love she deserves. Evan says, have you read Jurassic Park? I did read Jurassic Park. Are you thinking of the chaos theory? I enjoyed the book. But it was when it came out. It was back in the 90s, before the movie, actually.
I watched the Jurassic Park. It was amazing.
You liked it?
Yeah.
Good. Nature Dog Round says, have a wonderful day, everyone. Thank you, my friend. Well, my favorite movie, Jurassic Park. Nice. What do I think about the chaos theory? It's been a while since I've read about the chaos theory. I actually have a book by one of my favorite authors, and I will dig it out. I know exactly where it is, and I will read through it again, and I'll show you the book, and then we can talk about it. I like the thought of it. The book is about the insights of chaos theory. To be honest with you, I do my best to put a lot of theories aside. I like to entertain them. I like to think about them, but I like to live. I wrote about this morning. Everything in my life has come down to kindness, has come down to giving love, has come down to forgiveness. Anything outside of that, I don't want to say that I don't care, but it doesn't have the practicality that I'm looking for in my life. Forgiveness, kindness, and love make me happy. Anything else is just a theory. And, I've spent a lifetime of studying different theories, different philosophies, different religions. And again, it all comes down to just being kind. Simple as that. Can I be kind? If you have strong illusion power, they visit us other worlds. Interesting. Life. And Evan says, I think chaos theory is like the game Blinko on The Price is Right. I don't remember that. I'm going to have to look that one up too. All right. So I will see everyone later. Toy Pups is going to be live in a bit. I hope to see you guys over there. Hey, maybe that weird guy, Eric Mack, will show up. What do you think about that, Selma?
Yeah.
Did you see Eric Mack show up yesterday?
Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts of who he might be?
I think it's Yogi.
You think it's Yogi? You think Yogi would do such a thing like that?
Yes.
He's pretty sneaky. So he might. He might do something like that. Let's see if he shows up again today.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll see you guys over at Toy Pups. Thank you, guys. Selma, I'll see you later. Namaste, my friend. Take care, guys.